this lighting is super bad, but we need to talk. Hey guys, so I filmed this part so many times and I don't understand why it's so hard to say. But I know this quality isn't really good right now, but what I have to say is way more important than the quality of this video. So yeah, just, enjoy. This candle is scaring me. I just don't want to burn while making this video. So yeah, but I was just thinking about, like, I was doing my eyebrows and I was just like putting on lip gloss and I was just pretending like I was filming a video like I always do. And I was thinking about, like, as I was talking, I was like, I remember how the whole reason why I started doing my eyebrows is because someone said I had a unibrow, and I went home and I shaved my eyebrows. Like, they're gone because of what somebody said. I went home, I looked in the mirror and I analyzed myself and I was like, wow, I really do have a unibrow. And so I did something about it and I shaved them off thinking that would make it better, but it made it 10 times worse. Me having a unibrow, a teeny tiny unibrow, really, I don't know. I guess it made me feel bad because back then, who would want a unibrow? I was in middle school, so I was just like, a unibrow? Ew. I have a unibrow. So I did something about it, and that negative comment turned out to be something good in a way, because now I know how to do my eyebrows. I do other people's eyebrows. I could have that as a side hustle, but the bad thing about it is it lowered my self-esteem. It made me feel bad. It made me feel ugly. It made me feel like I was less than the person who told me I had a unibrow, or anybody else who didn't have a unibrow. And I just think about it now, and I was just like, I thought about me being the person I am, and I know I'm still a teenager and I say things too, and I don't put myself in other people's shoes, and that what I say can make that person feel the same way as I felt in middle school, because I'm not saying I'm just that popular kid now, or I'm just all the way up here and that person is down here, but I'm not the same person I used to be in middle school. I've matured. Well, a little bit. I've grown up. I've grown into my looks now, and the same people who used to tell me my teeth were big and I looked like a beaver, or that I had a unibrow and my eyebrows were too close and all that, are the same people who tell me my teeth are beautiful every day and my eyebrows look nice and I'm just so beautiful. And I'm just like, why can't you say these things when I look like a beaver back then, or when having a unibrow was ugly and stuff? Like, why can't you just, I don't know, why can't you just make me feel beautiful back then instead of now that I've improved my looks? And I don't know, I just want to sit down, just me and the camera, even though I don't care what anybody else thinks. Whoever watches this video, I don't care what you have to say. I don't care if you go to my school and you have to say something. I don't care, because I cared back then and it made me feel so bad about myself, to the point I wanted to change everything about me, about how I was too thin, about how my eyebrows were too close together, my teeth were too big. And I know I'm saying this over, but that's just the way I felt back then. It's just what was said all the time. And if you know me now, I'm still super skinny. And if you know me now, I make fun of that. I joke because I don't care. Because what people don't realize is I look at myself every day more than you do. I see myself. I live in this body every single day. It's annoying. And people don't realize that that can actually hurt someone's feelings, to the point you could be the cherry on the top to where they want to end it all, or you could be the cherry on the top to where they look in the mirror and they analyze everything about themselves like I did, and they start disliking everything, and their self-esteem just gets lower and lower and lower, to the point they don't think they're beautiful, they don't think they're worthy enough. It's just crazy to me, because even though I still do the same thing, I'm not perfect, I still think about, like, I still look at people and I'm just like, oh wow, but I'm being honest. I'm trying to be real. I don't want to lie to you and say I don't do that, because I do, because I'm human. Even though it's not right, I know it's not right, and I still do it. And I'm not trying to talk about other people who don't do it or people who do it, because I'm not. I'm just thinking about how crazy it is, how the same thing that happened to me I'm doing, or I feel like I'm doing to others, either not to their face or just judging them silently or out loud. And it's just crazy to me. And I know I'm just getting off topic, and I know I'm not putting my words right, but in my mind it's all together, but when I say it, it comes out of a mess, and I just sound crazy, and you probably are like, what is this girl saying? But all I'm trying to say is, sometimes we do have to watch what we say. Yes, we may joke around, but sometimes we actually do need to watch what we say, and we need to stop making people feel less, and stop judging people, and stop just because this person has less, or just because this person shops at Walmart, because I do too and I don't care. Just because somebody doesn't have the nicest hairstyle, the nicest clothes, teeth, or whatever. Stop making them feel like they're not human just because you have and they don't. I am blessed. I am beyond blessed. And I'm not trying to brag in any way. But I don't judge people on because they don't have what I have. I don't care if you're the coolest person ever. I'm still going to be your friend. Your outside features, I don't care what you look like, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You could be the sweetest person ever. People will not care just because of the way you look, the way you dress, the way you talk. And it is so crazy to me, because I've met the sweetest people who dress like they don't have it all. They just simply live life, and they are the sweetest people ever. And it's just, I don't know, it just amazes me. And I just wish, if I could change one thing from me in the past, if I can look back and be like, oh, let me change this, I wouldn't change everything, because I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't know the things I know now. I would just change not caring what people think as much as I did back then. I wouldn't let people's comments hurt me to the point where I wanted to change every single thing about me. I wouldn't go home and look in the mirror and be like, oh wow, I really am skinny. Oh wow, I look like this. It's just crazy to me. And I wouldn't want anyone to ever go through that, or to ever go home and sit for hours in the mirror and just belittling themselves and making them feel worse about themselves because you decided to make them feel like they're not human and that they're not good enough. Like, I don't know, I really just felt like I had to say something. This is not my typical YouTube video where I'm all happy and playing music and stuff. I'm just face to face with my iPhone camera, and I'm just talking. I'm simply just expressing how I feel, and I just feel like it needs to be said, even though it is said every single day. I just feel like people aren't hearing those people who are saying it loud enough. The people in the back need to hear it. Everyone needs to open their ears. I know it starts with me first, and I need to change myself first, and I also need to change the people I hang around with, which not all of them are bad. Not all of them are bad. But if you hang with people who continue to just judge people, then of course you're going to do the same thing. The people you hang out with are the people you turn into. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but you understand what I'm trying to say, and I'm not trying to sound like crazy or stupid. I just want somebody to understand me, where just make people feel good about themselves. You don't have to just go to somebody's, oh, you look good, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to be fake with it. Just don't make someone feel bad. You don't have to tell them to their face they look bad. Like, I personally don't like jiving, talking about, like, I personally don't like all of that because it's not funny to me. It's not cool. Like, what are you getting out of it? Like, what's the point? What are the cool points? Like, it's stupid to me. It's childish. I don't like doing that. It doesn't make sense to me. And I know other people don't like it because you're talking about somebody to their face around other people to make yourself feel good. I never understood that. I never will understand why people do that for fun. It's not cute to me, but just lift people up. Stop making them feel worse about themselves than they probably already do, because you never know what people go through. You never know when your comment could change their whole life and yours as well. Because I'm pretty sure if you said something that changed their life for the worse, you would feel a million times worse. And if you don't, there is something mentally wrong. There really is. And there is no denying that, because if you could sit and talk about somebody who feels bad about themselves already and not care, it's crazy to me. And I know I'm always looking at myself, and I'm always like smiling, or I'm always just looking at myself like I am. Like right now, if you see me, I'm looking this way, I'm looking at myself. But if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at you. I know I look at myself a lot. I want to model. I want to do photography. I want to do all of that. But I don't brag on how beautiful I look, because at one point I didn't feel this way. I didn't feel like I was beautiful until people told me I was. I felt like I needed other people to tell me I was beautiful to feel beautiful. I felt like I needed other people's confirmation that I was beautiful, that my teeth, my hair looked nice, to feel like I was human, to feel like I belonged. And I feel like no one should ever have to have someone's opinion to feel beautiful. So I do smile. That is my way of saying I look beautiful. That is my way of building my self-esteem, is to smile and look at myself, because at one point I looked at myself and I didn't smile. I just sat there for hours, and I just sat there sad, like I can't change myself because this is how I look forever. And that was me when I was younger, and that was just me because I didn't know anything. I didn't know that when I got older there was something better for me, that I could get braces and change my teeth and learn how to do my eyebrows, you know? Like, even though it doesn't matter, it just built up my self-esteem. And I do feel beautiful now, and I know I was very beautiful back then. But that's just my way of building my self-esteem, and I don't try to brag about my looks. I don't get lost in my looks. I'm not, there's a word for it, but everything is just in my mind, and it's just going crazy because I'm trying to say one thing and then I'm trying to say another, and I'm just thinking of, am I ever gonna have the guts to post this because of what people think? And this whole video is about not caring about what people think. And right now I'm sitting here like, I don't even think I should post this because somebody's gonna come at me like blah 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 this or blah 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 that, and I'm just like, why care? Just be happy and live life. And it's easier said than done, believe me and trust me. It is way easier to say be happy and live life, but once you let go of the negativity, let go of the negative people, let go of the people who are bringing you down, ignore the people, even though it is hard. Trust me, I know it is hard to ignore the people who bring you down every day and make you look at the bad things about yourselves instead of the amazing things. It's just let go. Not of life, don't let go of life, but just let go of the things that make you feel that way, and go do something that makes you happy, and just don't care about what people have to say about you, because I promise you, you'll be 10 times happier. Believe me, you'll be 10 times happier than you've ever been if you just let go of the negativity and the people who bring you down, because those people are the enemies. Those people don't want to see you happy. If I constantly talk trash to you and tell you how you looked and how bad you looked and everything, of course you're gonna believe it. It's something you're hearing constantly. If you continuously hear something over and over and over, you're going to be brainwashed and you're going to believe it, like I was in middle school not too long ago. Well, a couple years ago. So just let go. Ignore those people. And just go be happy. So yeah, I didn't want this video to, it's not depressing, but I didn't want it to be depressing. I didn't want it to be sad. I wanted it to be empowering and just make people be confident about themselves and just be happy. Because I know what it's like to not be happy and to not love yourself and not to think you're not beautiful and to think you have to do this and do that and wear this just to feel like you're wanted, or just to feel like you fit in for at least 1 second. So with that being said, my Instagram DMs are open, my Snapchat is open, my number isn't, but you know, you can always reach out to me and talk to me if you ever feel down, if you just ever just want to talk. I'm always open. I stay up until, if you watch my videos, you know I stay up. Yeah, you can just come talk to me and we can talk about everything to make you feel better and just make you feel beautiful again. And maybe I can help you with some tips on how to feel beautiful again. So yeah, this is Pieces to the Middle Eases.